This house is Royston. It's a beautiful acreage house in Brookfield, and something really special and pretty unique for us in that what generated this whole design is this original kind of Hampton-style house. It is a house of about 15, 20 years old that the clients really loved, and they love the character of the house. And what we've done is to really take that character, put a contemporary spin on it, really engage with the landscape, do a whole lot of big moves to kind of bring the gardens and the land into and around the house, and create this amazing sequence of sort of resort-like spaces that then engage with the pool and this incredible landscape beyond. And it's a house about sort of calm, minimal, really restrained finishes, which I think is really going to appeal to people, you know, of every type and interest in any form of architecture. I think there is a really beautiful calm about this. I think there is a timelessness about it. There are elements of playfulness in some of the curves and some of the softness of the edges of the building, and I think people sort of feel probably a degree of familiarity. I think, but at the same time, we're very conscious of these homes looking beautiful, not 1 year, but in 10 years and 20 years. So a lot of the finishes here are very natural, so they'll develop a beautiful patina. There's this sort of lovely dichotomy between being inside and being outside, and for years we've talked about kind of how that can play out in architecture. And here what we've done is we've really sort of tied the floor levels right through, the door stack away completely, so that you really get an incredible utility of the house throughout the year. If it weren't for the fact that there was this amazing house here before, a lot of those spaces might well have been smaller. But I think as a function of responding to an existing context, I think there's a generosity about this house that I think you very rarely see. I bet we'll think of a house that's got more generous offering in terms of living spaces than this one. I think any person that's lucky enough to buy this house and own this house, I think is going to be constantly surprised in a really beautiful way. I mean, having been here many early mornings, the transition of light and the sort of character of the place is constantly changing. You know, there's this really lovely warmth in the morning as the southeast light comes through into the space that we're sitting in, sort of touches the kitchen, and then in the evening you get this absolutely gorgeous glow across the pool in the back of the garden. And I think there'll probably even be an element of the house developing with them. As kids get older, kids will move to different places, and I think it's rare for a house to have the amount of options about how you can actually engage with it. So for a family and people coming to the space, I think the choices and the opportunities are endless, which is pretty exciting.